Today, as in the past, many individuals are proclaiming the return of Christ and set dates for his return. But does anyone today actually know when he will return? The biblical answer is absolutely not. How can I make such a dogmatic statement? Am I a prophet? No, I am not a prophet. I just believe what the biblical record says about the sequence of events that must happen before Christ returns. Many individuals in the past thought they knew when Christ would return. One group believed he would return in 1844, another thought he would return in 1914, and yet another predicted 1972, and another 1975. People continually set dates for Christ's return and are continually disappointed. However, this does not mean that no one will know the timing of his return until it actually happens. Although the exact date of his return is not easily found in the Scriptures, the sequence of events that lead up to his return are clearly set forth in the biblical record. After Christ foretold the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, his disciples came to him and asked when this would happen, when he would ascend to power, and when the end of the age would occur. Although Christ did not answer their questions about the destruction of the temple, he did reveal many of the events that must happen before his ascent to power, and said the following about how to determine the timing of these events. But learn the parable of the fig tree. When its branch has already become tender, and it puts out leaves, you know that the summer is near. So also, when you see all these things, know that it is near the door. Truly I say to you, in no way will this generation pass away until all of these things have occurred. In this parable, Christ reveals that there is a sequence of events that must come to pass before his return, that individuals who know what events to look for will know that his return is near, and that these events will happen in a specific generation of humans. Continuing to answer the disciples' questions about the timing of his ascent to power, Christ said, "Concerning the day and the hour, no one knows, not the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but the Father. Stay alert, watch and pray, for you do not know when the time is." The disciples did not give up their quest to find out when Christ would return. After his death and resurrection, they asked him, "Will you restore the kingdom of Israel at this time?" And he said to them, "It is not yours to know the times or seasons which the Father has placed in his own authority." Because no one but God the Father knows the exact timing of the events that will lead to Christ's return, does it mean that no one will know when he will return? No, it does not. It was not necessary for the people during Christ's time to know when he would return, because this knowledge would not benefit them. However, God the Father's earthly children who live in the generation in which Christ will return need to know when his return is near, in order for them to warn the world that he is about to return to conquer the earth, and that the catastrophic events that they are experiencing are warnings to change from their evil ways and begin to worship the sovereign God or suffer the consequences. When the prophet Daniel asked the angel about the prophetic events that would precede the end of human rule on earth, the angel told him the following, "Go your way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed until the end time. Many shall be purified and made white and tested, but the wicked shall do wrong, and not one of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand." In the book of Daniel, as well as in the rest of the biblical record, there are many prophecies about events that will lead up to Christ's return and the end of human rule on earth. Some of these events are easily recognized and understood, and some are not. However, the difficult to recognize and understand events will be recognized and understood by the individuals mentioned in Daniel chapter 12. In a warning to those who truly follow his teachings and who will live during the end of the age, just prior to his return, Christ said, "Watch, for you do not know in what hour your Lord comes." The question is, watch for what? The answer is, watch for the sequence of political, religious, and cataclysmic events to begin that are predicted in the biblical record to affect people on a worldwide scale. If you want to know the true purpose of Christ's return and how to recognize the events that are to occur a few years before his return, get a free copy of my book, Biblical Prophecies, Past, Present, and Future. Until next time, this is Bud Cockrell from BibleResearch.org.